The Man with the Golden Gun almost ended James Bond movies. The ninth cinematic outing for James Bond saw an unprecedented lack of financial success, leading to a retooling that would make or break the series. The fallout from The Man with the Golden Gun, the ninth film in the long-running James Bond series, came dangerously close to ending 07's string of adventures. For a long time before, Bond was a stranger to failure. The worldwide triumph of 1964's Goldfinger proved Bond to be a cinematic phenomenon that producers Harry Saltzman and Albert R. Broccoli were keen to continue. The loss of star Sean Connery in 1967 could not deter them, but the harsh response to George Lazenby's debut in On Her Majesty's Secret Service 1969 signaled the first inklings of Bond fatigue among audiences. From then onward, the critical and financial success of the Bond franchise began to fluctuate like never before. Saltzman, Broccoli, and Eon Productions were on uncharted ground. Connery's anticipated return in Diamonds Are Forever 1971 proved a successful attempt at damage control, but his refusal to continue sent the producers back to the drawing board. Roger Moore, then famous for British show The Saint, was a welcomed, though predictable, replacement who paid off. Live and Let Die 1973 cured some distaste left by its predecessors and amounted a $161 million gross, the most successful Bond movie to that point, but just as a new lucrative era was seemingly dawning, The Man with the Golden Gun 1974 set everything back. Audiences didn't turn out like they had before, and the reviews were scathing. Things weren't prettier behind the scenes as creative tensions began to rise. Producer Broccoli treated this adversity as a wake-up call, and the creative decisions he made in its aftermath took form in The Spy Who Loved Me 1977, the wildly successful Bond film that echoes through the franchise to this day. On paper, The Man with the Golden Gun had the usual ingredients for success, as well as some surprises. Eon had again enlisted the talent integral to the series' early hits, including director Guy Hamilton, screenwriter Richard Maibaum, and composer John Barry, along with co-writer Tom Mankiewicz, who had worked on the preceding two Bond films. Swedish actress Britt Ekland and a villainous Christopher Lee joined Bond in an Asian adventure that fused car chases and gun fights with breakneck martial arts, a clear attempt to capitalize on the Bruce Lee films of the era. But evidently, this appeal was not enough. Released in December 1974, The Man with the Golden Gun failed to improve on the heights of Live and Let Die, with a shocking $70 million drop at the worldwide box office. Additionally, critics loathed what they saw as campy humor, unrealistic fight scenes, a messy narrative, an uneven tone, and a waste of great ideas. Lee's portrayal of Scaramanga, a dark, mirror image of Bond, was praised and still ranks high in Bond's rogues gallery. Outside of such negative word of mouth, The Man with the Golden Gun's failure was attributed to its stiff competition and lack of marketing. Distributor United Artists had an overconfidence in Bond's clout after Live and Let Die, and any potential thunder for The Man with the Golden Gun had been stolen by blockbusters like The Towering Inferno and The Godfather Part 2, released that same month. While The Man with the Golden Gun was not disastrous, there was still little reason for a Bond film to fall so far so quickly. The dip was the last straw to Broccoli, who sought to retool once he'd gotten over various hurdles hindering the Bond franchise overall.
Micro-budget Studios brings you a new concept in movie watching on the small screen, containing some of the world's most interesting films by cinema's biggest talent, which will be shown and added to on a monthly basis.